Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise and glory to you. The apostles, Gms Shalom to the faithful man is always continue doing the work of the Lord. Now, Lord willing, Gms Columbus Ohio. Just gonna go into a quick little class. Speaking about pretty much the venture shall fail. Because you read Isaiah 32. Really, like the Apostle Tahar said, it really is talking about America. I mean, it's double fold, it goes into women too, but really talking about America chiefly, because we're going to go into a little article that brothers probably heard of probably a couple years ago, and our brothers passing around GMS, but it's called When Trucks Stop, America Stop. We're just going to paint the picture, the best way we can through the Spirit, how Lord willing is going to be, because we understand famine and all these different things are going to happen. And famine don't always happen just because there's no food. It can happen because food can't get to you. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'll give a quick precept.
Go.
Just real quick, 2nd Edges 15 at the top. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh," right, concerning you Israelites. You nations of the tribes, all right, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. This message, this word, is ultimately going to push to you to repent, before these things come. It says, "And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not them imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." Right, so just backing up the elder bro, concerning, we're painting a picture, all right, all the prophecies that's going to come to pass. And like he said, once the truck stop, America stops, which with that causes what? Famine, death, destruction. And ultimately the sword too, because you're going to have people killing each other for the lack of resources, etc.
Yeah. Let's look at that Isaiah 32. You start at 9.
Yep.
I think, yeah.
So Isaiah 32, starting at 9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, O ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech."
Because, you see America, they're very careless right now. What scripture said, they live deliciously, and they said, I will see no sorrow, and we won't see our children, we won't see no death, roughly paraphrasing. It says that, I think, Revelation. Even, of course, that's why these women have this mindset, because they falling after their master Esau, Edom, but they gonna see trouble, because this people, like what they call it, the third world countries, where they just starving, and they have no fucking, barely have no food, they gotta eat out of trash and shit. That's gonna come to America, you see? So you got it.
It reads, verse 9, or Salaki, verse 10. "Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fall or fail, the gathering shall not come."
Right, so now, I'm going to read it right here in NLT. It says, NLT version says, "In a short time, just a little more than a year, you careless ones will suddenly begin to care, for your fruit crops will fail, and the harvest will never take place." So yeah, man, so even the crops and all these different things, that shit gonna be empty, the store shelves and all these different things. And then when that start happening, then you're gonna start seeing people get humbled and start crying out to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And that's when the Lord will pretty much slap them in the face with judgment. All right, but is there more?
Let me see, verse 11.
Oh, yeah.
I could get 11, yeah. "Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins."
Right, like you said, people gonna be, that scripture says they're gonna be, it's gonna be joy is pretty much turned into to lamentation. These people gonna be lamenting and really self-examining themselves, like, damn, like, where's God? Where's the prophets at? What we gotta do? And of course, some people still gonna fucking keep rebelling against the Lord. But either way, the Lord gonna really show his judgment, and that's how people gonna learn righteousness. Like Apostle Kabal always say, when words don't teach, adversity will. So Lord willing,
Can I get that in NLT?
Con, yeah.
It says, "Tremble, you woman."
I already read it. Yeah, you can read it again.
Oh, you did?
Con.
Oh, so like I thought you were attending.
But you want to bring a point out too?
Nah, just 11. And you read 11?
Oh, no.
11. Yeah, 11. It says, "Tremble, you woman of ease, throw off your complacency." See? Because everybody's complacent here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, lazy, slothful, you know, comfortable. It says, "Strip off your pretty clothes and put on burlap to show your grief," right? Humble yourself. You know, before Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai comes, man. You know, and that's what we're doing in the spirit. You know, we're entering into the house of mourning. We always go into that. You know, and staying away from the house of feasting. You know, making ourselves humble and with the contrite spirit. So I just wanted to bring that out.
And real quick, one more. I'm gonna read this before we go into that article. Joel 2, and I'm gonna start at 12. It says, "Therefore also now saith Yahweh, turn ye even to me with all your heart, with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning." And people got a problem with that. Like, you notice, like, a lot of holidays that America have, which holiday actually means holy day, right? Which, you know, all that shit really is pagan. But all their holidays is just them being gluttonous. You know, Christmas you get all the presents, and Thanksgiving you eat all as much as you want. But the Lord is saying you gotta fast sometimes. So, you know, Day of Atonement, you know, the Passover, you know, mourn and weep to the Lord. That's what we supposed to be doing. We are brought here for our punishment, but niggas want to play games and bullshit, you know. But it says, "And rend your heart and not your garments, and turn unto Yahweh your God, for he is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness, and repenteth him of the evil." So that's what we got to do, man. We got to turn to the Lord before all hell breaks loose. And if you do it now, you know, the Lord will show you mercy later. You see? But if you go ahead and start with that article, Lord willing.
So says, "When trucks stop, America stops." Commercial truck traffic is vital to our nation's economic prosperity and plays a significant role in mitigating adverse economic effects during a national or regional emergency. Our economy depends on trucks to deliver 10 billion tons of virtually every commodity consumed, over 80% of all freight transported annually in the U.S. In the U.S. alone, this accounts for 700.4 billion worth of goods transported by truck. Trucks haul 65.6% of the shipment of value into Canada and 67% of the shipment of value into Mexico.
Right, and real quick, was that Revelation? We gotta get it, but Revelation, where it said you rich through your traffic. You know what I mean?
All the time.
You about to get it?
Yeah,
All
or one of them.
Yeah, making hella money, man. So then when all this truck stop, all that money gonna be gone, man. It's gonna be bad out here, you know. But you got it till.
It's gone.
It says it becomes apparent that any distribution in truck traffic will lead to rapid economic instability. The unimpeded flow of trucks is critical to the safety and well-being of all Americans. However, it is entirely possible that well-intended public officials may instinctively halt or severely restrict truck traffic in response to an incident of national or regional significance.
Right. You got it.
History has shown us the consequences that result from a major disruption in truck travel. Immediately following the 9/11 terrorist attacks, significant truck delays at the Canadian border crossing shut down several auto manufacturing plants in Michigan because just-in-time parts were not delivered. The economic cost of these companies was enormous. Following Hurricane Katrina, trucks loaded with emergency.
Salaki. Just going into that terror, because you know when terrorist attacks happen and all these different things, you got to halt it. You know the deliveries. Just real quick, Job 18 and 11. It says, "Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet." So think about it, man. When all hell break loose, man, it ain't gonna be just one thing. It ain't gonna be just a virus and that's it. It's gonna be viruses. It's gonna be infighting, there's gonna be civil wars, all that, and there's gonna be terrorist attacks, all that shit going on all at once. So for people's safety, they gonna, you know, sometimes they're gonna probably stop trucks in certain areas because the terrorist attacks can put bombs on that motherfucker and make it explode. But that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna attack the food, they're gonna attack the communication and shit to really break America down. You see? But you got it.
It says trucks loaded with emergency goods were rerouted, creating lengthy delays in delivering urgently needed supplies to the stricken areas. Although in the face
It's like you see now the American government don't give a fuck about its people. When something bad happens, like Hawaii, remember one of them fires and shit, was some of the conspiracy theories talking about Esau did it himself with the laser, But anyways, the support that the people gave him was bullshit. I think they gave like what $700 or some shit, while you giving Ukraine billions of dollars and you giving Israel billions of dollars, you giving your own people $700. That's some bullshit. So how much more when really shit gets real? These government is gonna barely even take care of you. You see?
Yeah, rationing and all that. Yeah.
Yep. God, you got it.
It says, although in the face of an elevated threat level, a terrorist attack or a pandemic, halting truck traffic may appear to be the best defense and actually puts citizens at risk. Officials at every level of government must recognize that the decision to halt or severely curb truck traffic following a national or regional emergency will produce unintended health and economic consequences, not only for the community they seek to protect, but for the entire nation.
God, you can just get to the food industry part.
God. It says every day Americans purchase billions of dollars of groceries. Most of these goods are brought to market via daily truck deliveries. Significant shortages will occur in as little as 3 days, especially for perishable items following a national emergency and a ban on truck traffic. Minor shortages will occur within 1 to 2 days at convenience stores and other small retailers with less inventory. Shortages will occur much sooner.
Right, so that just shows you how quick things gonna be moving too. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be just niggas just gonna have food in the stores for a couple weeks and months or something like that. And then no, it's gonna be just within days. And then you gonna have panic buying. It's at least gonna go into it, but panic buying, this shit gonna be empty within hours. You know what I'm saying? Then what? Then the truck you can't resupply the shit, so now the shit gonna be empty. And real quick, you got something?
I was just on Revelation 18, just in case I won't end up getting in that. But you want something?
Yeah, real quick. Can you get that? What's that? 2nd Ezra's 6 and 22. That should be it. Where it says the storehouses shall be empty. You know what I mean? But why you get? We got it.
Oh yeah, come
Oh,
on.
you got it.
This is 2nd Ezra 6:22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Right, the storehouse is gonna be empty. The stores, inventory, all that shit gonna be empty, And then what people gonna do? Just like we made a video about that last week, or Friday. We spoke about that's why you should know how to survive off the earth. You know what I mean? Because then Esau know what he's doing, man. He gonna collapse this shit, and then it's gonna be long lines in the government, and then eventually he's gonna be like, well, here's the solution to microcia. But there's fucking food everywhere. There's food you can eat dandelions and shit. You can eat all that. It's not probably gonna taste as good, but that's the point. That's why we got in the spirit. That's why we gotta get used to the bitterness and all these different things, and used to not eating maybe a day or two. You know what I'm saying? Because these things are coming.
We gotta prepare ourselves, man. Because we up on game, can't be out here all lax and shit.
More than that, 2nd Ezra.
Come on. Let me get back to it. 2nd Ezra 6 in verses 23. It says, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear.
Right, because look, my fault. When you hungry, you notice you get angry and shit, you get irritated, all these different things. So imagine if you really don't have no food and you can't just simply go across, up the street and get some Burger King or whatever the hell. Now you really hungry. Now you fucking your stomach touching your back and shit. Now people gonna get aggressive. People gonna start acting like animals. You know what I'm saying? Because they're already fucking animals. These people are, what it say, the scripture said they are brute beasts made to be taken and destroyed. But us, through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, even times when we get hungry, even when our flesh want to act like a fucking animal, or the spirit sustains us. Like, nah, be patient. The Lord gonna feed you, you know. But you got it.
God, it reads, and when every man heareth, they shall suddenly be afraid. That time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still.
Ooh, matter of fact, let me see, because okay, let's hold that verse right there, because it's about to go into the water supply in a minute.
Yeah.
But you can go back into that article a little bit.
It says consumer fear and panic will exacerbate shortages. The forecast of a winter storm quickly exhausts basic commodities at grocery stores and supermarkets. It takes retailers up to 3 days to recover from these runs on supplies. News of a truck stoppage, whether on a local level, state or regional level, or nationwide, will spur hoarding and drastic increases in consumer purchases of essential goods. Shortages will materialize quickly and could lead to civil unrest.
Right, civil unrest. Ooh.
Yeah, I got one.
Oh, you got one? I think I know you're going to. Yeah, civil unrest. Because people gonna be mad at the government and shit, and rioting and fucking shit up. People killing each other, killing the police. You know. But you got it.
2 Corinthians 9. I started at the top. It says, "Answer then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. When thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." It's the point. It says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world." See, so them uproars of the people, man, people gonna be on edge, man, trying to figure out what's going on, man, you know, trying to scavenge for food, trying to make something happen. You know, people got kids out here. You know, majority of people in the world are willing to do any and everything for their children. You know, so they'll go out and kill people, break in somebody's shit, take everything, man. You know, so that upwards of the people is gonna be a huge deal in these times to come.
Got one. This is 2 Corinthians 15, and I'm gonna start at 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." It says, "For there shall be sedition among men." Right, you go into sedition is pretty much uprisings, or start out, like I said, civil unrest, peaceful protesters, and then it in a flash gets violent. Think of the LA riots, shit, even the George Floyd shit. People pretty much challenging the authority. It says, "They shall not regard their kings nor princes," right? Your government, your higher ups in the government, etc. Your mayors, the police, police force and all that. Those who run the cities. It says, "In the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Come. Alright, you go back to that. Matter of fact, let me read this too. Matthew 24, I'm going to start at 3. It says, "And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world?" And all these things that we're reading right now is the signs of the Lord's coming. And we see that we almost close to that day, that dark day, when Jacob's trouble and when all hell breaks loose. Alright, but and Yahushua answered and said unto them, "Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying I'm the Messiah, and shall deceive many." You see a lot of that, people saying that they're the anointed. Alright. "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation." And you look at that nation is the different races. You know what I mean? You have kingdom against kingdom, but also race wars and shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially like I made that point many of times in America. This place is racist as hell, and you got you got every race under the sun here, all in one. And a lot of these different nations, a lot of them, some of them Americanized, but it's a lot of them that just came here are really just here just for the money and just sending money back to their family. And they fucking especially hate Jake. You know what I'm saying? They hate crackers, all that. So then, and the crackers hate them, all that. So when shit gets real and there is no more money to be made, what's gonna happen? They gonna go crazy and they gonna fight each other, they gonna kill each other. Alright? But it says, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes.
Isaiah 13. Every man shall turn to his own people. You know? Just backing up the point.
It says, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Alright? But that's the point right there. We can go back to that article.
So supplies of clean drinking water will run dry in 2 to 4 weeks. According to the American Water Works Association, Americans drink more than 1 billion glasses of tap water per day. For safety and security reasons, most water supply plants maintain a larger inventory of supplies than a typical business. However, the amount of chemical storage varies significantly and is site-specific. According to the Chlorine Institute, most water treatment facilities receive chlorine in cylinders, 150 pounds and 1-ton cylinders that are delivered by motor carriers. On average, trucks deliver purification chemicals to water supply plants every 7 to 14 days. Without these chemicals, water cannot be purified and made safe for drinking. Without truck deliveries of purification chemicals, water supply plants will run out of drinkable water in 14 to 28 days. Once the water supply is drained, water will be deemed safe for drinking only when boiled. Lack of clean drinking water will lead to increased gastrointestinal and other illnesses, further taxing an already weakened healthcare system.
Right, see, so the water supply gonna be all fucked up. You know, what the scripture says, bread, water, shelter is the principal thing of life. Everybody needs that to survive. So when that shit is contaminated, people don't know how to purify water. What you gonna do? You know, you already got Esau. When you get water, you can't. I think it's illegal to go to the river and actually get water, if I'm not mistaken. That's why you go to the stores, everything is in a water bottle and shit, you know? So you depending on this man. You see? But now we can you still got that 2nd Ezra 6? God, we can do that real quick.
Alright, 2nd Ezra 6. We got midway through 24. I'm just through 24 again. It says at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall, right, like scripture say, that the love of many shall wax cold. You know? I forget which movie I was watching, but they showed that. I mean, in all these apocalypse, what's that movie? Is it Leave the World Behind? Or something like that?
I think that's how they say.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, you know, they show like, you know, neighbors going against neighbors. You know, because like you said, all these people, majority of these Americans got families. You know, 3 to 5 children apiece. You know what I'm saying? In between them ranges, you know, on average. So you see, your daughter and your son, you know what I'm saying, lacking, and it's gonna get wild. Hey, the movie World War Z, you know, it's a zombie apocalyptic movie, but they showed all that. You know. It says, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
Right. So you ain't got no water supply. You know, to wash your ass, to drink, all that. You know. Then within it, like I said, it's gonna be illness and sicknesses and all that. You know. But you got it.
God. It says, it reads, verse 25, whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation.
Right. We stop that. Yeah, it's man. You know, that's why you gotta turn to the Lord, because that's the only thing that's gonna save you in this time. Esau ain't gonna be able to save you. That nigga don't even care about you anyway. You know. But what the Lord said, he said, what the people said, wherever you have loved us, the Lord always loved us. He chose us and not Esau. You know, that's why you gotta trust in him. But you got it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Continuing in 2nd Ezra 15, verses 18, it reads, but because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Right, man. And you gotta think of Babylon the Great, America. You know, the nation of guns. You know, all these patriotic dudes, they armed up to the teeth.
Yeah.
You know, majority of Edomites, man, they into their weapons. They into going to the gun range, and doing all of that. So it's gonna be a lot of death, man. A lot of radical thinkers, and don't forget, a lot of them took that juice, that jab. So they already altered it, up top. And then on top of that, the Holy Spirit not dwelling with them, so they just do the crash out. They don't have no understanding. They gonna go back to that primitive state, that beastly state, and that's Esau, Edom's characteristics anyway.
That's the spirit, because Lord willing is gonna go into that a little bit about how people gonna go crazy because they ain't gonna have no medicine, and this man, it's gonna be crazy out here.
And then another thing too, they got your children, who've been eating hot Cheetos and cheese puffs and fucking Debbie Cakes. They got ADHD and shit. Can't control them. They wild. They can't think for themselves. They got got the cognitive thinking skills like that. All right. What else? They've been pumped up with them vaccines and shit. Now they got all these little small infirmities. Some got asthma and all that. Just imagine that, bro. You can't get no inhaler for your child. It's gonna be bad, man.
Good on that.
A little bit more. It says, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right. It's like we're going into, man. The resources gonna be dim. That's it.
So go back to the article, but that healthcare part, you could read the first paragraph and then just read like the bullet points. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay, kind of slide. It says the contingency, right here. Healthcare, both healthcare providers and consumers rely on regular delivery of medications and healthcare supplies to hospitals, pharmacies, nursing homes, and other healthcare facilities. Trucks deliver nearly all of these supplies. Al Cook, former president of the Materials Management Association and current member of the Medical Materials Coordinating Group, which is advising the U.S. Department of Health and Human Resources on emergency preparedness, describes over-the-road commercial transportation as life and death to being able to care for sick people. Without truck transportation, patient care within the truck stopping zone will be immediately jeopardized. If an incident of national significance produces mass injuries, truck transportation is the key to delivering urgently needed medical supplies necessary to save lives.
Right. Imagine how fucking. I be seeing like war movies and shit where like in the back where the fucking matter of fact, what was that show? Band of Brothers, I think. Yeah, Band of Brothers with that scene where they was getting all fucked up and then they retreated back to like the place where the nurses is at and all that. Everybody is just chaotic, everybody's shot and fucked up, and then there's not enough health shit, like enough medicine and stuff like that to take care of everybody. You know what I'm saying? So imagine when that happens here. You have people with car accidents and they gonna be just bleeding out, man. And ain't gonna be enough nurses. It's already a shortage. You know what I mean? My sister, she is a nurse. During the time of the Rona, you know what I'm saying? It was like a nurse shortage, and then she had to be like a travel nurse. You know what I mean? And then even them, some of them will get sick. So then, man, it's gonna be all bad. It's gonna be shortages everywhere. You see? But you got it.
It says hospitals and nursing homes will exhaust food supplies in as little as 24 hours. Pharmacy stocks of prescription drugs will be depleted quickly.
Now, because now think about those crazy homes. Cause I watched a few minutes of this little documentary of crazy homes, and then dude, he was explaining why he was in there and shit. He killed a man because he was jealous because of a woman, but he said we was in an old relationship. He said it was all in my head, so he pretty much just killed a man for no fucking reason because he had hallucinations and shit. So the only reason why that nigga was sitting there calm because he had medication to calm his ass down. So imagine if that medication ain't there. then the workers are gonna fucking not be as much. People gonna leave their job, get fired. So then what's gonna happen to these crazy people? They gonna escape, run around, and you know what I'm saying? Killing motherfuckers. You see? But matter of fact, let's get a couple precepts on that. Can somebody get Matthew 24:12, and then can another one get Deuteronomy 28 and 27? You know what I'm saying? Just going into how crazy these people gonna be. Whichever one first.
You said Deuteronomy?
Yeah, Deuteronomy 28 and 27.
Okay.
Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 27 says, "The Most High will smite thee with the botch of Egypt, and with the Emirates, and with the scab, and with the itch, whereof thou canst not be healed."
Right, that's a lot, kid. Hold on. I think that might be. Okay, yeah, you got it.
It says, "The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart."
Right, because this is part of our the curse, especially Jake, bro. Jake is crazy as hell, man. And the Lord, part of the curse is the Lord smote us with madness, craziness. All right, blindness and astonishment of heart. Jake ain't all there together. You know what I'm saying? And so imagine when they all get loose. That's why a lot of niggas is locked up now too. You know what I'm saying? Serial killers and shit. You know what I mean? Like niggas, even niggas like Jeffrey Dahmer. There's still people like that today. So imagine when the shit gets dark, they gonna have a whole free reign to do whatever they want. Stack up bodies upon bodies upon bodies, But you got that Matthew.
Matthew 24:12 it reads. Matthew 24:12 it reads, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Mm-hmm. Right. I think you quoted that. The love of many shall wax cold. All right, and you look at that word cold in the Greek, it looks like it says psycho. You know what I'm saying? People gonna go crazy, mad. That's what a psycho is. When somebody act crazy and just show no mercy, and you like, oh damn, this nigga crazy as hell.
Con, I got an NLT.
Come
It says sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold. Alright, man, it's just sin is gonna be rampant everywhere. So it's when sin is around, death is around. So people gonna grow cold. Why? Because ultimately when you go into the law, it's a form of love. It's a form of order. And it keeps you, like I said, in order, man. Alright, it's just it's a guide, so to speak, on how to live as a man, woman, so on and so forth. How to live. What's the word I'm looking for? In sync with the world, the earth, so to speak. And when sin is around, it's pretty much you going outside of that ordinance. And, that's gonna breed death. In the planet, murder. Not loving your neighbor. Et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. And then, the famous quote of the world, people being cold-hearted. You think about it, when you begin to get so cold, you begin to go numb, and that's in a physical sense.
Yeah.
So a lot of people gonna be numb to people's feelings, numb to people's pain. Like you're gonna be numb, bro, cold.
Cool. You can go back to that article. And then the next part where it says interpretation, you can do the same thing. You just read the first and then just read the bullet point.
This is the last bullet point on health. It says hospitals and other diagnostic and treatment facilities will exhaust supplies, radiopharmaceuticals, and oxygen.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? So it just shows you, but you gotta paint the picture. That's why we gotta really we really gotta trust the Lord, man, because because some brothers might have family that might have to be in the hospitals or maybe in a crazy home, or and they might have a family member that might be a little bit older, or somebody, what I'm saying? Somebody might have to take medicine. So that's why we're gonna have to trust the Lord, and that's why the Lord will have to do miracles and signs and wonders. But to those people that don't have the Lord, it's gonna be completely dark for them, But you got it.
Transportation. The impact of a truck stoppage would not be limited to highway transportation, but would affect all modes of transportation. Trucks are the fundamental unit within the transportation sector. Trucks transport just about all cargo to and from air and rail terminals and maritime ports. Trucks also deliver fuel to the majority of rail yards. The Air Transport Association estimates that trucks account for approximately 80% of the fuel deliveries to the nation's airports. Truck transport is the mechanism for fuel delivery to service stations and truck stops. Service station fuel supply will start to run out in just 1 to 2 days. Air, rail, and maritime transportation will be disrupted. A fuel shortage will create secondary effects.
Oh shit! You already see, especially during the time of the run-up, you got a little taste of that. Or just with the prices with the gas, you know what I mean? Even in California, it went up to like fucking like $10 or some shit a gallon. So shit gonna be expensive. Then they're gonna be shit be so expensive. They're gonna be so rare. It's gonna be scarce. You know, you see, you have big ass lines and shit. People fighting over gas and fuel and all kinds of shit, man. You know, but you got it.
It says waste removal. The Environmental Protection Agency estimates that Americans generate more than 236 million tons of municipal or household waste annually. This does not take into account manufacturing, medical, or other types of commercial waste. Within days of the truck stoppage, Americans will be literally buried in garbage with serious health and environmental consequences.
Right, they're gonna be turned to a damn third world country. You see them countries where they, what's that, the Philippines of slums. They just living off their own filth, trash everywhere and shit. Elam's nasty ass, the river all, damn. This is the river, I forgot the name of the river, but the Elam, they worship the river as the mother or some stupid shit. And they, it's so goddamn polluted. They said, the scientists said the river is literally dead. I don't know if that's even possible, but I guess it is. But look, that's gonna come to America too.
Right, yeah, it's,
you know?
that still water or it's so polluted, like it's just bad bacteria, so it's not like, pretty much you can't, it's not resourceful. It's not, you know, cause water, you know, helps things grow, brings life to something. So if the water can't do that, then it's dead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's worthless. You know?
Crazy. Yeah, you got it.
It says, uncollected and deteriorating waste products create rich breeding grounds for microorganisms, insects, and other vermin. Hazardous materials and medical waste will introduce toxins as well as infectious diseases into living environments.
Can we just get like a preset real quick on just on pestilence? It don't matter which one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that Luke 21 because that's the spirit. Jacob put that Daniel too. Time like no other. This man, just hearing all this is like all this stuff is gonna be going on simultaneously, man. You know, disease, like, bro, it's gonna be bad, man. That's why, like, man, if you're not protected in that day, you're done. You know, it's just OVOs, man. I'm just sitting here like, fuck, all the things that's gonna be, you know, out to get Jake.
Right.
Or that Amos, you shall flee from a lion. You know, bear shall meet thee.
Oh yeah.
You flee from a bear. And the snake, it's gonna be no escaping, bro. Yeah, okay, boom, you get through the first wave, you know, the mass death, you know, the firefights and shit. Now you get to the woods or whatever, now you gotta, you know, worry about, you know, sicknesses. You know? It's gonna be bad, but let me get Luke 21. I'm gonna start at
I can read this one.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna read the one you just quoted. Amos 5:17. Let me start at 16. Therefore, Yahweh, the God of hosts, the Lord, saith, Welling shall be in all streets, and they shall say in all highways, Alas, alas, they shall call the husbandman to mourn, and such as a skillful lamentation to wailing. And in vineyards shall be wailing, for I will pass through thee, saith Yahweh. Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh, to what end is it for you? The day, Christians, they so excited. Oh, I can't wait till Jesus return. But look, because they think that they're going to get delivered before, because they said the rapture, so-called rapture is going to happen, and then the Lord's just going to leave the earth to themselves. They're going to be destroyed. Nah, we gonna, even the Israelites, us, Lord willing, we're going to suffer through this shit too. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, but the Lord said He's going to deliver us out of it. You know, but it says, Salaki, where am I at? It says, to what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light. If as a man, it's like as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went to the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him.
Yeah, hey, it's just gonna be no escaping, bro. The Lord got it out for you, it's over. You know, that's why through the Spirit we try our best to get ourselves together, get ourselves right, and pray that we're predestined for salvation, because that's the only way you're gonna make it, is if you're predestined, you know. But hey, that's why we just get put on as the elect. Give diligence in making calling and election sure, making sure you're, you know, applying the attributes, because ultimately the elect will apply these attributes. Diligence, you know, faith, hope, you know, the conversation in heaven, you know, etc. You know.
One more verse says, shall not the day of Yahweh be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no darkness and no brightness in it.
Yeah, it's gonna be pitch black, you know. It's gonna be bad, bro. But I'm gonna just on this Luke, I'm gonna just get to the point. Start at 10. It says, then said he unto them, nations shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and great earthquakes shall be in the diverse places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven.
Man, all at once, man. It's pestilence, like you said, the water supply, because you know water is obviously a cleaning agent. You can't clean, and that shit all bad. Even like in just randomly thought of that during World War One, when they was fighting in the trenches and shit, and they couldn't really clean. They in the mud and pooping in the same area that they laying and shit, and all that, you know, that causes diseases and shit. And these people, they don't know to break down the law where it says if you use the bathroom outside, you gotta cover it up. The Lord walks amongst you. You know, these people ain't gonna know that. Even dogs know that when they poop. You know, they dig the dirt up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep.
But you want this, Daniel?
Oh yeah.
Alright, this is Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince was standing for the children of thy people.
At that time, this is how you know it's a future prophecy, because Michael didn't stand up yet. You know? You got it.
It says, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation.
Right, it's gonna be a time of trouble, alright, like no other, man. We gotta understand, man, this last Exodus, this last, you know, hoorah of judgment, so to speak, amongst the planet Earth, man, has to be epic, and it's gonna be epic, you know, for the Lord's sake, man. He's gonna outdo himself. He's gonna outdo, you know, 70 AD. He's gonna outdo the multiple besiegings of Israel, you know, us being taken by, you know, the heathenistic nations, you know, the Babylonians, or the Assyrians, the Babylonians, or Medo-Persians, you know, he's gonna outdo himself on all cylinders, man. Concerning salvation, concerning judgment, you know, this is gonna be crazy, man. Cause it ain't gonna just happen to a small group of people, be a wave, you know, against, you know, Israel. This gonna affect the whole world, you know.
Read that little part from the top again. It says, and there shall be trouble, a time of trouble such as never since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book.
Right, the elect, you know. If you ain't written in that book, it's over, man. The Lamb's Book of Life.
Somebody, yeah, precept or okay, let me go back to that article.
It says back in waste removal, it says beyond the health risk, the lack of waste removal creates pollution hazards. The retail sector, a disruption of truck deliveries to retail outlets will have serious effects on both consumers and retailers. Replenishments of goods will be disrupted. Consumer behavior during emergencies triples the rate of inventory turnover. Manufacturing, it says just in time, manufacturing in recent years, manufacturers in the United States have shifted increasingly to just in time manufacturing, aimed at improving efficiency. Just in time manufacturing reduces the need for extensive warehousing of manufacturing components because parts and components are delivered to the production line just hours before assembly. As a result, manufacturers are extremely sensitive to disruptions in the supply chain.
Right, and that just show you America, they just too lax. Like, even the time of, what was that, Joseph, in the time of Egypt, he knew a famine was coming, they put, what was it, wheat, they stored wheat up, you know what I'm saying? But this man, he just, what he said, just in time, just in time manufacturing, you know what I'm saying? So when the shit goes south, they ain't gonna have nothing to resupply them, because the truck's gonna stop, you see? But, you got it.
He says just-in-time manufacturers will shut down assembly lines within hours. Banking and finance, even with today's high-tech electronic exchange of currency and information, trucks play a critical role in transporting hard copies of financial documents and currency. Disruption of the truck deliveries to banks and ATMs will paralyze the banking industry, affecting both consumers and businesses. The bottom line, cash is still heavily used as legal tender.
Right, you already know where that's going, you know what I'm saying, with the micro C-hip. You know what I'm saying? Because then people gonna be trying to go to the bank and money ain't gonna be there no more. You know what I'm saying? That's already happening all throughout the earth right now. I forgot recently what happened. I think it's in South America somewhere. If I'm not mistaken. It happened somewhere. You see what I'm saying? But it's gonna happen here again too. You know what I mean? And then eventually Esau, he's just gonna switch to the everything gonna be digital. You know, because he gonna come out with a solution. Everybody gonna be limited and what they call it, cause and effect. Oh, there's another word for it.
Order out of chaos.
That one, yeah, you see what I'm saying? He gonna come out with a solution. Like, yeah, here's the solution. Here's the micro C. You see?
Right, because in order for Esau to complete his enterprise, he has to cripple the system. He has to get rid of the old system to bring in a new. So he has to, stage an event or cause, certain things to pop off in order for him to, ultimately reach his goal, man, which is, putting everybody, into economic, digital slavery, man, you know?
Come on, you got it.
It says ATM and branch bank cash resources will be exhausted quickly. Small and medium-sized businesses will lose access to cash. Regular bank functions will cease.
Yeah, got me stopped there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's what's gonna come, man. The cash gonna be useless. It's gonna be like Venezuela, where in Venezuela people, they was fucking making purses out of the goddamn dollars and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, gonna go to digital, and then that's why, real quick, let's anybody got any presets? We about to go into a close. You know what I'm saying? But get a couple more.
Yeah. Well, it's all good. I was just thinking about some more of that Luke 21 about complexity and all that. Everybody gonna be perplexed. Yeah, it's gonna be bad, bro.
So, could somebody get Isaiah 19 and 15? Alright, and then after that we can go into that what's it called? At destruction you shall laugh. Scriptures like that. Because like this is gonna show you, man. We just need the Lord ultimately. But you got it.
So Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 15 says, "Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or the tail, branch or rush may do."
Right. So everybody gonna be affected. People gonna be out of jobs. Big businesses, small businesses, all that shit gonna be fucked up. You know what I mean? Everybody gonna get affected by it. Even us. The brothers already lost their jobs in the time of Rona for refusing that Maxine water. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna come again. You see? So now, Lil Willin, you got that Job. You know what I'm saying? If you get knowledge shall be subdued to that time.
Isaiah 33. This is Job 5:22. It says, "At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth.
Right, we're gonna laugh at it because we understand that the Lord is gonna protect His men. You know what I'm saying? And all this stuff, you know, well, even though we're gonna suffer through it, it's really not like Apostle Gabar said, doing concentration camps and stuff like that. It's really for the 2/3. You know, of course, we're gonna get persecuted and stuff like that. But all these little plagues and all this destruction is really for the 2/3. You know what I'm saying? So if you are the elect, Lord willing, it won't touch you. You know? But you got it.
Verse 23, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee, right? Because you gotta think, man, we gotta go back to the wilderness. Bears and some brothers live in regions with coyote and wolves, you know, who knows? Like, but the Lord's gonna keep us, you know, safe, you know, in those days. Yeah, I mean, you want some more?
What's the next verse say?
Thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace.
Okay.
Thou shalt visit thy habitation and shall not sin.
That's cool. But you got the Isaiah. You got it.
So Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6 says, the wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure.
Right, so that's the only thing that's gonna make us stable in that time, man. You know, because if you don't have the Lord and His wisdom and knowledge and His faith, shit, that shit's scary, man. That shit's scary as fuck. That's why we gotta really, and you know, we time the feast of unleavened bread. We still gotta keep that spirit on us, praying to the Lord don't take His Holy Spirit from us, because that shit is dark. That's just imagine being without the Lord it's unimaginable, man. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? But let me get this real quick. Psalms 37, and let me start at 19. They shall not. Let me start at 18. Yahweh knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in an evil time, which we are coming into. And in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied. You know what I'm saying? Because why? The Lord gonna feed us. You know what I mean? Because look at the times of who's that? Elijah, where the birds was feeding them, dropping food off of, you know. The times of the Exodus, he was eating manna. You know, so on and so, all these other different examples. You know what I'm saying? But one last scripture that I got, and then whatever y'all got, let me close out.
I got one.
Con, you got it.
It's Ecclesiastes 7. I'm gonna start at 11. It says, wisdom is even better when you have money. Both are a benefit as you go through life. Wisdom and money can get you almost anything, but only wisdom can save your life. Right? So as the scripture said, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of the time, not money. You know, because hey, the victuals is gonna be, you know, depleted. Your dollar's gonna be worthless, but the wisdom that we have acquired through Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, which ultimately resides in the fear of Him. You know, the scripture said the fear of the Heavenly Father is the beginning of knowledge, beginning of wisdom. You know, those things are what's going to help us, you know, get through the times to come. All right? Let's see. I think that's it.
All right. This is Proverbs 10:2. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness deliver from death. Yahweh will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, because you're going to where suffer means to allow. So the Lord ain't going to allow us to just starve to death. You know what I'm saying? Or die of thirst or anything like that. You know, because what the scripture says, I've been young and old, but I've never seen the righteous seed begging for bread. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even go. This is a song by Benjamin. It's called Satan Company. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, pretty much we'll never go to Esau to beg for no bread. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta have that mindset. Just like Elder Yadi said when we was at the Passover. You know, we're gonna suffer. We already suffer now. We're gonna suffer a lot more. We're gonna suffer a whole lot more. But you just gotta have that spirit of just hold your nuts, gird up your loins, and just say fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather suffer than go to Satan to beg for bread. You know, to seek for bread at that. But it says, read that part again. Yahweh will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, but He'll casteth away the substance of the wicked. You know, so it's either gonna be one or the other. Either the Lord gonna protect you in that time, or the Lord gonna just make you what do you say? So like read that part again. Cast away the deceptions of the wicked, either one or the other, you know.
So everybody good?
Con.
So Lord willing, you know, hopefully that was edifying. You know, just keep praying to the Lord, keep the Spirit on you. First and foremost, keep the Spirit on you. And secondly, you know, learn, you know, getting that stoic spirit and learn how to live off the earth. Because that's just something a man should just do anyway, especially a man of the Lord, you know. But with that, hopefully it was edifying. We give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kakadash.
And double honors to the apostles of GMS and Ruel. Shalom to the brothers that's doing this work. So that we're going to say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.